and gentlemen, take your seats. We are about to begin. I need complete silence for this. I said silence, then tepuk tangan. This morning, we have two marvelous MCs. So I would need you to give your biggest applause ever. Because usually we do it on Zoom, right? Now it's live. So give it your best applause. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, our MC for today, I present to you Sharma and Keith.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sharma and Sharma.
And Keith and
I
Sharma.
couldn't recognize Sharma because she lost so much weight. Serious. We discussed this, right? This was like supposed to be the opening.
This is not scripted.
This is not scripted.
Yeah.
Alright. How are you
Because when you
feeling?
said lost weight, you never told me I was fat. You always told me I look good.
You look good.
That's another story.
How can you believe that? My co-host today looks really good today. Wow, fantastic. Okay, let's stretch it out a little bit.
I'm going to return the compliments because you are dying for this, right?
This part of the script.
Doesn't Keith
Part
look
of-
dapper as
part of the
always?
Thank you. I'm so glad that after 2 years of being online, you could only see the upper half of us. And now I'm gladly present to you my second half. And yes, and excuse me because I lost my sense of fashion because I've not been, it's always been a jacket with short pants or my shorts. So this time around I'm still trying to get my fashion sense back.
Maps at work, Keith. Maps in a circle, Keith. That's what we're used to.
Now, what we're going with this is we are so glad to see everyone back in a physical meeting. Isn't it so nice to just meet each other face to face, shake hands, give each other a good hug? And I remember Siva pulling me in just now for a handshake, and then he come give me a hug, and I was like, hey, wait, what are we doing here? I was like, oh yes, we can do that right now. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's play some music. We're all gonna get up on our feet. Go around and high five at least 5 people today and say it's so good to see you. Yay!
Up the music.
Come on, do it like you're really. Yay! Come on!
Sympathy, high five.
Okay!
Yes,
Everybody, let's move. Here we go! Hey! I'm gonna choose the one with the best moves today, alright? The best moves. You got 1 minute. Everybody, here we go.
Show off time.
Come on, Anwar. I know you're so cool to move on, so you got that. You got it. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, guys. Once again, I'm so glad that you high-fived more than 5 people this morning. It's so good. All right.
Last one.
Wow, and one more. All right, Sharma, so you're all ready. It's 2 days of excitement. How many of you are truly excited to be here today? We believe it's going to be a fantastic 2 days right here. We've got a great lineup of speakers, and I just can't wait to listen to each and every one of you.
Do you want to ask them the question? Who can guess correctly how many speakers there are today? Kish is going to give you a prize later.
If I know the answer.
Yes, CJ.
Virtual one or not? Live or virtual?
Not going to give you the what's in the grey lines. You tell us what speakers are.
Total speakers, yes.
Many.
On the banner? Is it on the banner?
Okay, 5 seconds
Okay.
for 22.
22, who knows the answer? How many speakers are there?
Siva, you're going to give us the right answer.
Start counting.
22, 1. 28, someone said 28. Yeah, everyone in the room is speaking, so it's about 50 plus 3 or whatever, yeah? Yes, right, how many? 20. Okay, Siva, what's the right answer?
21. No idea.
And the correct answer over to Sumati, it is
21.
20. We don't
Yes.
play blackjack, you know, so it's just stop at 20. Okay.
Fantastic. So before we move,
Physical speakers as well.
physical speakers. Oh, the sound speakers. Fantastic.
I'll see you at
I
lunch.
totally didn't see that one coming.
What they don't teach you at school.
Now, before we begin today, there's a very quick announcement or briefing from the hotel, a safety briefing, and perhaps Sharma, you would want to invite the person from the hotel.
Definitely, because we always overlook that these are actually people who look into the first incident when something is not right. So can I have Encik Mahyunan? Are you in the room?
Yes.
Wow, grand entry, music man!
No? Slow, bro. Good morning. Okay.
First question on their mind, how safe are we today? You can sit down with the mic, they won't believe if I tell them.
Look cheerful,
Too much coffee in the morning, that's why.
Hello, okay. Yes, good morning everyone. Myself, short name is, they call it Yunan lah. Full name is Mah Yunan. I was in charge on security and safety lah for this hotel. Okay. This short briefing is very important. Listen and understand lah. Okay, this one is mostly how to evacuate in case of emergency lah. Okay, firstly, we have alarm bell. Normally we have real alarm and faulty alarm. Faulty alarm due to mechanical part. Okay. Okay, is there any alarm? Okay, if the alarm stops and then someone will come and inform this false alarm. If the bell ringing continuously, then we come and advise you how to evacuate. Okay. Okay. Firstly, the front door there. Okay. When you exit, left side, you see the signs keluar. That is the case how you want to evacuate from this room. Okay. Behind door here also, exit. And then turn right, you can see sign exit. That is staircase number 2. We have 2 staircases nearby here, front and behind. Okay. So all the staircases will go down to lobby. The second one is go to security checkpoint. So all the ground floor. Our assembly points in front of the RBB building, just beside us only. Okay. And then this one also very important for those who are smoking. We have the place for you at G floor. Exit from the lobby, turn right. They have a canopy down there, you can smoke there. Yes. Okay. Just full everyone, that's good. Okay, any question from inside?
So if they are smoking downstairs and the false alarm goes off?
No. That please no smoke detector. No worry. Okay, one more thing I want to share. We just had our FC bomber inspection from Jalan Maharajalela. So far, comment from them, all okay lah for the set Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Any question? Okay, I will end this. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, Yunan. The next time in your safety briefing, maybe you can also say this for those who are smokers. Just go right down, go straight, go right. There's a big garbage bin. Throw your cigarettes and come back right out. Then we are all safe from you.
Yay! Okay.
Introduce.
Are we ready, Sharma?
Very ready.
To kickstart the conference or the convention today. And of course, it gives us great pleasure to welcome our organizing chair who's put in lots of hours, lots of time, lots of effort to bring us all together and get this convention going. So let's put our hands together and welcome President-elect, who's none other than Siva.
You actually have to read his name. Siva, I'm sorry, he read.
I'm not snapped, so
Oh, letter word.
I'm putting you on the spot. That's not part of the script.
Okay, Siva, come up.
Hey,
It's okay, it's President-elect, we can bully a little bit.
Hey, hi guys, good morning. Normally, I like to talk off the cuff, but today I thought I would want to prepare. So this is something that is from the heart on why we are doing this, as well as what we aspire to achieve, Johan Sturm and Mike Sturm. So this is the 4-year plan that we discussed from the first day that we decided to work as a tech team. Yeah. Thank you. So, first of all, Johan Irwan, President of MAPS, Ms. Bawani, immediate past President. We have Jonathan, past President of Global Speakers Federation, Malaysian Association of Professional Speakers, as well as Virtual Speakers Association. We have Raymond. We have my most amazing, awesome organizing committee members who have been working like shit. They sent me the last message at 5 a.m. and the first message at 6 a.m. So thank you to all of them, 12 of them. They are also our EXCO members. This is the time that we had all the EXCO members being part of the organizing committee. And they will also be your hosts. So we had this argument on whether MCs or hosts. I said, come, let's make everyone a host. So all the EXCOs are your hosts today. When you need something, approach them. They may not have the answers, but they know where to get answers. Correct, right? Decision comes to me. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, speakers, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to MAPS Convention 2020, Malaysia's key speaking event under the auspicious umbrella of the Global Speakers Federation. Malaysia has beautiful stories for global platforms. We have stories of diversity and inclusivity. We have stories of humility and gratitude. We have stories of adversities and triumph. We have stories of resilience and perseverance, and so much more. As I recall my childhood days, playing soccer in the rain, I remember getting badly injured every now and then. But I've always persevered, despite the pain, and continued the game to support my fellow teammates, Ali, Akau, and Motu. I'm certain you can relate with your own memories too. I remember getting up early during Aidilfitri, waiting excitedly for our Kak Mina, our favorite neighbor. She comes over with ketupat, rendang, and kuah kacang. For Deepawali, our neighbors will be waiting for our thosai and our halal chicken curry, but of course. For Chinese New Year, you guys, you never send us chicken rice, you never send us kway teow. But we'll always look forward to your ang pao. We embrace diversity and inclusion so much that I have girlfriends from all major races in Malaysia. We diversify, we include, yeah. We go global as well. Jokes aside, it is difficult to find a family in Malaysia without at least a second race within them. This is us, Malaysia. We are the only people in the world who can decipher. Aneh, tapau wante tarik, ikat mati. Jenna, you can ask the others. But we are just a small nation, you may say. What can we achieve? A small nation of only about 33 million people that shook the economy of Britain with our Buy British Last campaign. This is a small nation that had a dream a dream of building the world's tallest twin towers, but was shot down by many, including our own. Still, after 26 years, Petronas KLCC remains the tallest twin towers in the world. As a multi-ethnicity nation, we fight, we argue, we even belittle others at times. But then again, we adjourn to our favorite mama for some teh tarik and roti canai. This is Malaysia, my friends, and this is us, Malaysians. Our stories can help build a better world. We shoulder this responsibility as professional speakers of Malaysia. We can bring these stories, the Malaysian stories, to global stages. Admittedly, we still have a lot to improve. We can't promote Ali, Akau, and Mutu without first learning from Tom, Dick, and Harry. When I invited speakers to the convention, the global ones had everything ready. Everything. The topics were there, the key points were there, professional photos with different specs, different resolution, the videos. Profiles in 50 words, 100 words, 200 words, you choose one. But for most of us Malaysian speakers, most, not all, we needed time, as we have not reached that level as yet. The time has come for us to do it. It is now. We have to make that move. Let us set our purpose, make that decision, strengthen our belief, and take massive action. The convention provides the path, but it is a journey for us to take. Let us make this happen, bringing Malaysia to global stages. Thank you everyone for your most gratifying support. Let's have a great MAPS Convention 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Siva. I really like the statement about diversity and inclusion. Wow. And this mic is non-inclusive. But that's okay, I'll use my own right now. So yeah, Siva, thank you very much. Siva has been one of those people that really has kept this going. I think single-handedly has done a lot. If really I want to give him a standing ovation on this one, but you can sit and do it as well. One round for Siva. I was speaking with another past president just now. You can guess the name later yourself. And I asked him, what does MAPS actually mean to you? From president-elect, past president, let me talk about it before I introduce Johan. And he said it's kinship. Because it's how everyone, and I really can say this and I agree with it, how everyone inspires another person to the next level. Those who are new members of MAPS, I think you can attest to that. We've seen that energy each time there's an event. I've been with MAPS since 2016, heard about it years and years ago, and really it's one of those. And to keep this fire burning, let me call our president. His parents chose a name very amply, Johan. For those who don't know, Johan means champion. And what I always like is when Johan is conducting the meetings, he doesn't speak first. Just like every leader, they take everybody's ideas. But yeah, he doesn't speak first. And at the end of it, then he's very, what do you call it, calm, and he just delivers like the seafood, that kind of, thing. And then we all like, okay, that's fine. On that note, Johan, can we please have your company up here? By the way, he's the president of MAPS.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much, Sharma. Okay, good morning, everyone. Hey. Oh, so great to see all of you here. Okay, these are the things that the committee have been working for months and months and months, and today is really like the day. It's now. Okay, first of all, I would like to welcome, of course, I would like to the organizing chair, Siva, to the EXCO, to the past presidents. We have Pavani, we have Jonathan, we have Raymond, we have Jega, is not here yet. And to our GSF partners, we have Scott, we have Jenna, and CJ also from APSS, and some other members. First of all, I would like to wish you a warm welcome to MAPS Convention 2022 with the hashtag NOW. Okay, when Siva says that he got prepared speech, I don't have prepared speech. In fact, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to go up next. What? Okay, but in MAPS event, I will always love to start off with why we exist in the first place. And I've been repeating this, if you notice, in every MAPS event. We exist on the 21st January 2001 by Dato' Lawrence. And Dato' Lawrence wants to bring the spirit of Kevin Robert. Okay, what is the spirit of Kevin Robert? Kevin Robert gather all the speakers in the United States, and he says that don't worry about how are we going to divide the pie, we just focusing on enlarging the pie. So meaning that if all the speakers, we all work together and we share what works and what doesn't work, and we improve ourselves, so the industry will accept us, and we're going to make a bigger pie, and then each and every one of us can taste a larger pie. So that's the spirit of MAPS. And I joined MAPS in 2014. And at the time, the president was Jega. Jega invited me to MAPS. And since then, I became the EXCO on the same year. So meaning that I have attended conventions since then, and all conventions, I have to be part of the EXCO. I have to be a part of the working committee. But in most of the convention is where I made my big decision for my business, especially when I attended an international convention. So for example, like 2016, I was in APSS convention, came back from APSS convention, I make decision for my business, and it really changed the way I conduct my business. So that's what is the value of convention. Okay, so so that whatever you invested in this convention is going to be really, really worth it. So when we decided with Siva, initially organizing Siva during the retreat on January, right? So all of the exco sits together, we talk about the events, and a few months later we decided to come up with the costing. And when we did the costing was around 700 plus also, and we said, let's charge our member the break-even point, 700. And some of the exco didn't agree. We just recovering from pandemic, and most of our members cannot afford it. So let's reduce it. So the question is, how much should we reduce it? Let's reduce it to 600. No, still expensive. Let's reduce it to 500. No, it's still expensive. Wow. For many years I'm in MAPS, what I've been told is, if you were to run convention, we have to make sure if we are not having profit, at least we are break even. Because of, in the past, convention is the money generating activities for association. But I think whatever worked in the past might not be the guiding principle of our decision making. So for this year, we make it very, very affordable. Some of you who registered super early bird before we came up with the lineup of the speakers. So meaning that you guys take risks. You just sign up blindly. You don't know who's going to be the speaker. So you guys sign up at a very actually lower from the cost price. And I think we have to thank the EXCO for making the decision. So let's give a hand to the EXCO. And for many years, I've been the EXCO of MAPS. I think this EXCO was the most committed EXCO. Why? Because this is for the first time, organizing chair saying that I am going to pay for the convention. Have you ever heard of organizer paying for attending their own events? Not in MAPS, I don't think, not in any other organizations, but this time, organizing chair says, I'm going to pay for the convention, I'm going to pay for the super early bird. So that makes me feel guilty a bit. Organizing chair is paying, so I have to pay. And you know, okay, this is secret. Not secret. This is something that for some of you who don't know, as a president of association under Global Speakers Federations, actually we are entitled to go for any convention free of charge anywhere in the world. Is that right, Scott, right? So if you're president, I can attend South Africa or NSA or Singapore free of charge. But I think we break the tradition for this time around. The president have to pay for the convention. Okay, this is because of Siva. Blame it on Siva. All of the exco is actually paying in order for us to make sure that at the end of the day, MAPS we can offer the lowest price for the members. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy this convention. So we're going to have some local and global speakers here, and I also really hope that you make some big decision that worth every of your investment. And I hope that we have old members and new members. Let's work together in making the pie bigger. And once the pie bigger, all of us are going to benefit. With that, I would like to thank you, and I pass back to the MC.
All right, thank you very much. Round of applause, Johan, the president of MAPS. Fantastic. Thanks to Siva too. I too had to register yesterday. Yes, over the question and overpaid. So that refund is coming in very soon. I will not encourage what is being done, but but thank you so much. So that's a speech from Johan. Thank you. And indeed, where we're going with this is, of course, the teamwork and as well as the spirit of wanting this convention to happen, because we truly believe there's a lot in store for all of us, and there's lots to take home with us in the next 2 days. Now, speaking of which, we have our next speaker who is going to deliver his speech, of course. He's none other than the president of GSF, which is the Global Speakers Federation, and he's going to do that virtually. I would like to actually invite him up on stage, but he's not here with us today. We've also had the pleasure of having him speak at our MAPS at Work event, which was a couple of weeks ago. And he's here today virtually with us. So let's put our hands together and welcome CSP, Steve Lowell.
For the last year, I've had the honor of serving as the president of the Global Speakers Federation. And in that capacity, I found that I had the privilege of speaking virtually to many professional speaking associations around the world, including speaking with you at MAPS a few times. And what I learned was this. I learned that while the presidents of the speaking associations around the world know about the GSF, individual members generally know very little about us. And I've always thought that that was a shame. So I'd like to shed some light for you on what we do and who we are. So let's start with a little bit of history. Founded by visionaries Warren Evans of CAPS in Canada and Patricia Ball of NSA in the US, the GSF was launched in July 1997 with 4 original members: CAPS in Canada, NSA in the US, PSA Australia, and NSA New Zealand. Now today, 25 years later, the GSF comprises 17 professional speaker associations from around the globe. And in addition to the 4 original members, we now have member associations in Malaysia, we have one in Latin America, in the Philippines, in Singapore, India, Germany, Russia, the UK and Ireland, Southern Africa, Namibia, France and Spain, and even the Netherlands. And we even have the Virtual Speakers Association International as one of our members, and there are more members on the way. So what exactly does the GSF actually do? Well, simply put, we bring worlds together through our quarterly board meetings with association leaders, through small leader-to-leader networking events, our bi-monthly newsletter, and GSF presidential visits. We facilitate sharing the best practices in the industry. We share news and opportunities and connections and collaboration between individuals and associations. Now, we assist in establishing and nurturing relationships between speaking associations worldwide to help them grow, help them thrive, and extend the highest possible value to you, the individual members of the associations. Membership in the GSF gives speaking associations the opportunity to belong to something bigger than themselves. It gives them access to wisdom and expertise of leaders and speaking associations from faraway lands with diverse ideas, innovative programming, and creative growth strategies. Now, because MAPS is a member of the GSF, your national leadership team actually has access to the leadership of 16 other professional speaking associations around the globe, allowing you to keep informed about economic changes and inclusion and diversity trends and technological advances that might be relevant to the global speaking community, information about speaking events around the world, and so much more. And it's all available to help provide you with the best MAPS experience possible. And we do it all by bringing the leaders of the associations around the globe together in conversation. Now, though I'm unable to be with you in person today, I am thrilled to be part of the MAPS 2022 convention. Each time I attend or speak at a MAPS event, I learn something new from the amazing speakers that MAPS offers. And I know this event will offer you the same thing. And I want to congratulate you, the Malaysian Association of Professional Speakers. I want to congratulate you for your consistency in bringing quality events to your members and to the rest of the world. Thank you for inviting me to present to you, and I wish for you, each and every one of you, a most empowering and enjoyable event. May God bless you all.
All right, thank you once again, Steve Noel, the president of GSF. Very quickly, we also want to extend our apologies from Dr. Lawrence himself, who's not able to be here today. He truly wants to be here, and I believe he was also very much part of the convention as we were planning for it, but he's not here today. So we have a video message from Dr. Lawrence himself. For those of you who do not know, he is the founder of the Malaysian Association of Professional Speakers, just like what Johan has mentioned earlier. So without further ado, let's watch this video.
First and foremost, I love to thank Almighty God for His blessings to all of you to be here to participate safely and actively during this MAPS Convention 2022. A warm welcome to all of you to the MAPS Convention 2022. My apologies for not being able to attend and due to my absence. MCs, Sharma and Chris, thank you. The president of MAPS, Johan Awang, the immediate past president, Bhavani Paramasamy, organizing chairman, Sivanasan Sinivasan, and organizing team, past presidents of MAPS, Jonathan Low, also who was the past president of Global Speakers Federation, Jegata Swan, all the guest speakers from Malaysia, that is from MAPS especially, and other countries, including Scott Friedman, CSP, former president of NSA USA, Tom Abbott, CSP from Singapore, and the rest of you. Members of MAPS, ladies and gentlemen, happy morning. Thank you to all of you speakers to be here to share your ideas and experience in this convention. Let's give them a big hand. Also, I'd like to thank all the convention attendees who are here to learn from the speakers as well as to interact with one another. Let's give yourself another big hand. The convention theme, as you all know, is now, a very appropriate and suitable theme for all of us. Malaysia and the world face the disruptive change due to the COVID-19 pandemic for over 2 years. And during this lockdown, many companies, especially SMEs got knocked down, and some also lost their jobs. Companies have to close down either permanently or temporarily. And what's worse, with this problem, we had floods, sudden floods. But fortunately for some volunteers, we are able to solve the problem. MAPS, on the other hand, also the ESCO took the initiative to organize various events for the benefit of members. Online, we had a series of eight major events. For example, MAPS at Work every month, MAPS book writing workshop, and MAPS mentoring program. Please give them a big hand. Thank you. And because of the attractiveness and the excitement in the programs, we are able to lure a number of new members to MAPS. Ladies and gentlemen, let us learn from the lotus plant. It's from nature. As you know, the lotus plant, this is the lotus plant, is derived from many Eastern culture and Eastern religion like Buddhism, Hinduism, Syncretism, and Egyptian. Consider the lotus flower as a powerful image and spiritual symbol. The lotus is a symbol of purity, self-reliance, and inner strength. With roots in the mud, the flower remains above the dirty water. Lotus flower looks pure, clean, and beautiful, surrounded by murky, ugly, and dirty pond. Just like the lotus, we too have the ability to rise above the dirty mud, bloom out of the darkness, and radiate brightly into the world. So let us live and perform a lotus-like life. Do perform your very best now despite the negative pandemic world. The lotus flower through mud rises, through water it emerges, through darkness it illuminates, through sunshine it blossoms. Look at the various beautiful types of lotus flowers. As speakers, all of us must do more than speak. Act now. Do more than attend. Experience now. Do more than hear. Listen now. Do more than see. Observe now. Do more than learn. Apply now. Do more than believe. Practice now. Do more than care. Share now. Do more than perform. Succeed now. There's a Chinese proverb that states, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So if you want success and growth, the best time to act is now. Act now or never. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is called a gift. Your best gift. That's why it's called the present. Let us make the best use of the present, and the best moment is now. Ladies and gentlemen, when are you going to do it? Now or never? Now or never? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lawrence. That was really wonderful. #now. And that's why we are here today. Like the lotus flower, like the tree that our parents planted, and we are all bearing fruits in different ways.